I didn't do an introductory video. I might add one later. Whatever. 2014 Polaris Ranger, repeat customer. I've had this thing in here a couple years ago. I've done a bunch of their ATVs. You've seen them, the Honda Recon 250s. And those things just keep on running. This customer has a lot of acreage, and they're buzzing these things all over the property all the time. They keep me busy with them. It came in this time running rough, and it half throttle to wide open. It was sputtering and what have you. It would start right up, idled great. It just didn't have the performance it needed. So you know how I do it here at DragonWorks. The very first thing I did was check the compression on the motor. And sure enough, it came up low. Obviously, it did run, but the compression was low. Now, the average person, most people would not be scared if they knew much about these, because it supposedly has an automatic compression release built in. So those numbers would have been good. But from experience, I don't know how else to explain it, I don't trust any of that stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it has low compression. And the easiest thing to check would be the valve adjustment, because it's right there underneath the covers, easy to get to and all that. So let's go ahead and check that out, shall we? All right, let's get this valve cover off. Not too bad. Looking good in there. Looks like a brand new engine inside. So right off the bat, both intake valves have absolutely no clearance whatsoever. Can't even wiggle them. They're so tight. So that is probably where our problem is. So you can't even get in there, but I mean, there is this, I can't even wiggle them. So tight. So let me get that adjusted. All right, now we got a little bit of play there. Now, okay, so they're all 6/1000ths. Is what they're supposed to be. So just, okay, what I like to do, get your feeler gauge in there, and then screw down your adjuster until it kind of holds your gauge there lightly. Then you can hold it while you tighten up the lock nut. Let's get a good hold on it. Make sure you got it good. You don't want it to turn. And then should be perfect, but be careful not to let your adjuster, see, that's just right. Nice drag on it. Now see how easy that was? That's all you got to do there. But now you should be able to wiggle this arm. Hear that? As opposed to what we started with. So that would have had that valve adjusted too tight, which means that it was probably holding it open just thousandths of an inch, but that's all it takes to lose compression. I'm going to go through the rest of these here and get them all adjusted. Okay. There we go. All right. The bottom ones are going to be a little hard to film, so you get the idea. Snug the cover back up before torquing the bolts properly, which is real important on these little motors. Okay, manual states 7 to 8 foot-pounds, and using 1/4 inch, so I just end up using inch pounds. So you just times that by 12, and that gives you the inch pounds. So anywhere between 84 and 96 is what you're looking for. And there you got it. It's good to go in a crisscross pattern, but since we already snugged them, we don't have that worry. We're not turning them very far. You do it how you like it. And voila, just like that, 160 PSI. That's what it was. The intake valves were just a little too tight. All right, let's see how it does. Sorry, this is going to be probably a jerky video because I'm a jerk. No, I'm not going to get my action cam out for this one. Oh yeah, already better. I'm sorry I didn't do a video before. I wish I would have. I was just so busy. This thing wouldn't hardly get out of its own way when you opened up the throttle. So, whoa! Uh-oh! I just spun out. Yeah, this thing rock and rolls now. Sorry, couldn't see the screen. I don't know how well I did there. Let me see if I can get a hold of this better. Ready? Hang on, because she goes. Oh, we might have to do a little better video later. We'll go do some donuts. Yeah, much better. But wait, there's more. Yeah, I want to do, excuse me. I want to do some more to it. I want to get that carb cleaned, oil change, spark plug, air filter looks good. They must have replaced that, or they're just not riding it in the dust or anything, because it's super clean. I checked that first, actually, when it was acting the way it was. But yeah, sorry I didn't do a video before. It was just terrible. Just pop, 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 pop. It would just sputter real bad when you tried to give it wide open throttle. Now, like I say, you can see here, kind of a little hard to tell. You see the marks? Maybe you can see them or not. Yeah, I floored it and it spun. It actually kicked the ass end around sideways. So yeah, it definitely didn't do that before. So the wife mainly runs this thing around the property apparently, and she is going to be quite pleased with that. But like I say, that's not it. I still am going to get it even a little bit better. But that was the problem. Another problem solved at Dragon Works. Okay guys, just talked to the customer. He is very tickled I solved that problem. And he said, yeah, sure, go ahead and do a full service on it now as well. Oil filter, you know, change the oil and filter, fuel filter, spark plug, going to clean the carburetor, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's real happy once again. And this thing does roll. We'll do some better video when I get it all done before he comes, picks it up. I'll do a little bit better video for you. All right, guys, another one solved by the Dragon at Dragon Works. Peace out.